Professor Nair, all those aspects that I've put in front of you, we have to look at will the war escalate? What next for either Russia or Ukraine? But on the 1000th day, Ukrainians feel that this decision by Biden came a little bit late. Moscow residents feel that there's a lot of anxiety and it's definitely a questionable act by the current United States' president. But take a look at the latest developments. Prime Minister Modi and Putin are again going to be in the same room, most likely in India. Dates are going to be finalized. And the change in the nuclear doctrine. How are you looking at these developments on the 1000th day?
Good afternoon to you. The Putin visit has been announced, but the dates are not yet fixed, as you said correctly. Second thing, the doctrine has been changed because it has been announced by the President Putin by around 6 months back, and they have just ratified, and now it is on. So it has been not a new thing. It has been already long back. It is due, and the Parliament and the Senate has approved, and now it is on. The doctrine has been approved, signed by the president. Third thing, as far as we understand, Russia is not expecting anything from be it Trump or anyone else from there. So they are counting on themselves only. They understand that no one can change the situation of this Ukrainian-Russian conflict except they themselves. So Russia will take the call, provided it has got safeguard its interest. That is what is the here all the media and the think tank, everybody is considering that they are not expecting any miracles of that part from the shift in power in US. Thirdly, India-Russia relation, it is going to grow another coming 25 years. It is going to grow in a big pace. That is what we can guarantee, and we can expect that thing. That's why President Putin is coming, and Prime Minister Modi and Putin, their chemistry has been very much. The rapport between both the leaders are in a very high pitch. So we can expect more and more Indo-Russian relations in all ways: trade, culture, education, all the fields, even defense fields. Also, we are expecting our defense minister, Mr. Rajnath Singh, to be next to next week in Moscow. So there are many things are going to happen this year itself.
All right, all right. Many thanks for your opening comments. Dr. Sanjay Pandey, Professor of Russian and Central Asian Studies, School of International Studies at the JNU, also with us here on the broadcast. And Dr. Sanjay, now that we know that Ukraine has in fact made use of those at least 6 US supplied ATACMS missiles, how do you think this is going to now change the face of the war? Putin has said it time and again that, mind you, if you use a missile that's been given to you by, well, a nuclear power backed state, we're going to respond in the same vein. What do you think is going to happen next now?
Well, it is clear that the war is entering a new phase. And in the next few months, we are going to see an escalation. Also, because both the parties would like to maximize their advantage in the next few months, because they believe and fear that once Trump assumes office, he would try to force an agreement. Of course, he could only force Ukraine, but the Ukrainians are really fearful that they would be asked to accept the ground situation, and whatever territory Russia has occupied, they will have to cede. So that's why they want to maximize their advantage. They want to be in a situation where they can bargain well. And Biden's decision to allow them to use American missiles and weapons against Russia is also aimed at that, so that the Ukrainians can gain some advantage. We already know for the last few months, the Ukrainians have occupied some Russian territory which they are holding, and they believe that this can be a good bargaining chip. Of course, in response to that, the Russians have increased their attack on northeastern region and Sumy region, for example. The latest reports of killings and death of some children comes from that region. So Both the parties are trying to maximize their advantage.